Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Voice Love Company live reaction of Megadeth's Holy Wars. The Punishment Due, I think is what it is called. I really should be looking these things up before I come on live. Anyway, there's a lot of running around happening before these live reactions. Hopefully the lighting is okay. It's always weird. It's like the sun is out today, which is wonderful. We've had a lot of rain, which is also wonderful. But yeah, you just never know. You never know. So I am Christi Bovee. I am a mindset coach and a voice intuitive. I have been working with the human voice and the human heart since 1990. I help people find their voice and make their sound in the world, no matter who they are, no matter what they do. And I'm so grateful that you are taking a bit of your valuable time to spend with me. If you are watching live, there is a live chat feature, and that is part of the fun, really. You get to actually talk about today's band, Megadeth. This is my first time to hear them. I know. Yep. My education, my metal education continues. And the reason this even came up, you guys have requested this band, of course, but I had something come up in my feed this week, Joe Rogan's podcast with Dave Mustaine. It was about 9 months ago that he was on the podcast. Anyway, you probably know Joe Rogan. I guess his podcast is in all sorts of different countries. He's been called the greatest journalist who's ever lived because he is such an incredible influencer. So that's interesting too. Anyway, that's another little sidebar. But Dave Mustaine started the band Megadeth after he left Metallica, from what I understand. And it was very interesting listening to him talking about the rock and roll lifestyle that he lived, some things that happened to his body because of the head banging. He literally has, struggled with neck pain and neck injury, which it was fascinating. So if you ever want an interesting listen, do a little search for that because Joe Rogan had him on, and he's just it was a very interesting interview. Anyway, so that is why I thought, Megadeth, I have not listened to them yet. And so I pulled up your requests for this band in my comments over the years that I've been doing this, and this was the one that came up. So we are going to listen to that one today. I'm going to say hello to a couple of you. Now, if you're watching on the replay, just take note that in the description box below, I will put the timestamp for when we actually start the reaction itself, if you want to skip the beginning little hellos and chit chat. But I do want to say hi to a couple of people. We had Gregory Kenfield was here first. We have to note that. Hi, Gregory from Michigan. Good to see you. Frank Ramakers is here from the Netherlands. Dopey12001 from the tropical Netherlands. Julie Lamb, hi there. And Florosaurus is here. Great to see all of you. Yeah, stay as long as you can, Florosaurus. Sean Murphy is rushed home from work for this just in time. Sean is in South Africa. Good to see you, Sean. Thanks for the effort. Appreciate it. And Apostolos, hi. I saw that your comment. I was going to actually make a note to tell everybody that you were not going to be here. So I'm grateful that you got to tune in really quickly. Annie NYC, hello. Oh my goodness, guys. Have you seen the pictures coming out of New York City, the air quality because of the fires in Canada? Annie, I've been thinking about you this week. That is difficult to breathe. Oh my goodness. It's like one of the top 4 or 5 worst air qualities in the world right now. So, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Apostolos. Good to see you. Returned sooner than you thought. That's great. Julie Lamb says, I'm here, just a little distracted, doing a few things at once right now. No worries. That's the great part. Just you can listen, and I'm grateful that you're here. Vimana is here from Finland. Hoping we're all doing well. I hope you're doing well. John Sullivan is here from Maryland. Hi, John. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Okay, yes, this was the thing I wanted to talk about with Apostolos. He got to see Nightwish, the Nightwish concert in Athens. I'm really tired. Amazing, but I'm really tired. Floor, it was divine. Oh my goodness. I love the pictures she's putting up on her community board feed on YouTube. It's probably on her member site as well. I haven't been on there lately. But she just looks amazing with her pregnancy, and it just, yeah. Wow, she's incredible. Are they almost done? Is Nightwish almost done with their tour? You guys have to fill me in. Let me know. Hopefully this, my volume is okay too. Awesome. Okay, so we've got, who else? So here, Paul Jurinks is here. Hi, Paul. Good to see you. Florasaur says, I've not listened to these guys in quite a while. Awesome. I have not listened to them at all, as far as I know, but I'm looking forward to hearing them. I realized when Apostolos says the concert was on Wednesday, but the trip was hard. Oh, dear. Yes, Julie says, I haven't listened to this band since high school. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Annie is saying headbanging can totally be potentially ouchy. And the poor little noggin in the box. Yes, oh, my goodness. I've talked about this before as I was just learning about metal music and just the windmilling and all the things that they do. And wow, it's interesting to hear about his injury, and oof. It just makes you really want to take care of these muscles, your neck, all of it, you know. So yeah, anyway, kind of funny. Let's see. Metal Tracks. Hey, representing Israel. Hey, good to see you. Have I had people from Israel on in the live chat? I'm trying to think. I'm so grateful that you're here. Wonderful. I love your country. I've been there many times. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Julie Lamb says they're under air quality advisories down there. It's just crazy, and it must just be massive. I haven't actually looked at the fire itself, you know, in Canada, but oh my gosh, that's so sad. Annie's saying, oh, the air's cleared significantly. Beautiful out there today. I'm so grateful to hear that. That's fantastic. Wonderful. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Floor's looking well. Good. Yes, Sean Murphy. Okay, here we go. Let's get into this a little bit with Megadeth. Vimana says, sometimes Dave Mustaine writes riffs with a nice groove and a hint of jazz in them. Some of those jazz influences come from previous members, drummer Gar Samuelson and lead guitarist Chris Poland. And Apostolos says that June is the last month of the Nightwish tour. Hi, Jürgen Radix. Good to see you. You're just right on time. And Annie's saying she doesn't think she's ever listened to them either. So Vimana says the fourth album, Rust in Peace, featured some really great players as well. The lead guitarist, Marty Friedman, and the drummer, Nick Menza. And let me just read to you a little bit about Megadeth. This is an American thrash metal band formed in Los Angeles in 1983 by vocalist guitarist Dave Mustaine. Known for their technically complex guitar work and musicianship, Megadeth is one of the big four of American thrash metal, along with Metallica, Anthrax, and Slayer. Responsible for the genre's development and popularization. The music features complex arrangements, fast rhythm sections, dual lead guitars, and lyrical themes of war, politics, religion, death, and personal relationships. So let's get into this. What do you say? I'm interested, and I think I've listened to Metallica on the channel. So Dave Mustaine was talking about how he played in Metallica at the age of 20. Can you even imagine? Like, that's how you start your career? That's pretty incredible. Apostolos is saying he saw Megadeth live 2 times back in 2001 and 2005. Very good. And here's Klaus Bach from Copenhagen, Denmark. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate that. Very interesting. Metal Tracks is saying the song is actually partially about Israel. All right. John Sullivan says, Thursday in Maryland, D.C., we had our first ever Color Purple. It's nicer today with just an advisory. I'm so glad all of you on the East Coast are being able to breathe. We live in an area where there are wildfires, and that is not fun on multiple levels. So Annie says that the fires in Canada are massive. We were fortunate to only get the smoke. My thoughts are with all those who are actually under the fire advisories and evacuations. Indeed, that is so stressful. Oh my goodness. We are sending our well wishes for safety and that it'll be done soon for you guys. Wow. Okay, and here we go. Gregory is saying, actually, Metal Tracks, this song was inspired by the mess in Northern Ireland. Okay, and then Metal Tracks is saying, I know, but the word Israel is actually in the lyrics. All right, guys, that very interesting. Holy Wars makes total sense, and he says that it could also apply to Israel, whether it was inspired by it or not. Certainly enough Holy Wars in Israel. Indeed. Okay. So let's dive into this. Let me find the video. Here we go. Okay, I've got to stop. This is fascinating. Oh my gosh, I love all the different little sections of it. I'm going to go back. Oh, that's an interesting shot. Oh, now I can't get it. Ooh, very fun. And I like how they're filming them kind of in the round, but everybody's back is to each other. That's interesting too. Sean Murphy says Dave Mustaine caused a ruckus when they were on tour in Ireland. The band had to be escorted out of the country. The Holy Wars part of this is partly an apology for that oopsie. Interesting. Aha. Oh, very good. Hey, Alika Gears Van Dyke, good to see you. You're just right on time. Victor Bradshaw is in the house. Hello. Let's see. Real feel of the music business, never knowing who you're going to work with from 1 hour to the next. Yeah, okay. Vimana says, when we were talking about Megadeth, we must also mention the great bass player, Dave Ellefson. There are quite a few Megadeth songs with some very highlighted bass parts, almost bass solos. And that's the thing that always amazes me about metal music is just how much of an ensemble genre it is, because everybody is working their little tails off. Mostly, I mean, for the whole song, with all the meter changes and just it's very, very intricate. You really have to know how to play. Annie's saying that drummer, right? They're all great musicians. It's incredible. Paul says this is a thrash metal classic. All right. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. Gregory Kemfield says Dave crams more riffs into a single song than almost any non-prog musician. And Gregory is our guitarist, so he would know, right? That's fun. Let's see. Yeah, Annie says the level of craft and talent in some of these bands is off the charts. It's so true. It's so true. And I always feel a little sheepish and sad that I didn't get a chance to listen to this music when it first came out, right? Because I was definitely alive. But I was down the jazz rabbit hole at that point, and at this point in life. So anyway, I get to experience it now, but it's like, wow, there's so much great music, and I was just kind of in one little space of it, but now I get to enjoy it. Okay, let's get on with it here. Let's go. Such a cool transition. So nice. Ooh, okay, I'm running that back. I gotta hear that little section again. Lovely. I love that little transition. It's interesting because melodically, like what he's singing, it's pretty repetitive and kind of all in this general same place musically for the voice. But what he's playing is so intricate. It's incredible. So it'll be interesting to see as the song goes on if he kind of breaks out of those boundaries a little bit and sings up a little higher. Wow. What an incredible guitarist. Holy moly. Let's see. Okay, where am I, guys? Okay. Yeah, Julie's saying, better late than never, Christi. We're happy to have you on board as a newly discovered metalhead. Yeah. Gregory says, my favorite riff comes right after the acoustic break. Okay, so I don't know if we've gotten there yet. Very good. Let's see. Alika says, sometimes music needs to grow on you. I'm actually going to see Nightwish on Monday, and I never imagined I would. I'm still a little worried that it'll be too heavy for me. Yeah, that's interesting. I have wondered that myself. Like, I would love to see them, but could I really do it? I know that the concert here, this is a whole nother thing. It was like standing, like one of those venues where you stand the whole time, which I know. Right? I'm just showing my age. I'm just being honest, guys. Okay? Can I stand for a whole concert? Probably so, because their music is amazing and I wouldn't even know. It would just go by so quickly. I wouldn't even know I was standing. But yeah, exactly. I won't know till I try it. Exactly. I'm so proud of you. You have to report back and let us know how you loved it, because I'm sure it's going to be incredible. Paul said, is this a video with Marty Friedman on lead guitar? I know he's on the record, but wondering if this was filmed at the time. You'll have to tell me. Annie says, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't listen to any of these either, and I was definitely alive when it came out too. I'm happy to be converted. Yes. It's fun. Gosh, I never thought in a million years I would be doing this. Oh my goodness. Metal Tracks says, don't look down. He said, don't look down to Israel. It might be your homeland. All right. Florosaurus is heading to the DIY store. Okay, great. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Getting your projects done today. I've always found it interesting, Gregory Kenfield says, that he went there given the inspiration. Yes, okay. Let's see. Paul says, Mustaine is not a great singer, but his voice fits this music perfectly. All right, very good. And Vamana says, many thrash metal songs talk about the insanity of war. There's often also a very strong horror element and shock factor included in metal. It already started with Black Sabbath and the title track. All right, very cool. One thing I did read that I thought was interesting is that he will no longer do songs that are kind of in that darker space as far as just it, and play in music festivals and stuff with bands that are more along those lines. I guess he's converted to Christianity, and so I thought that was interesting, quite different line of thinking and philosophy, and he's continuing from what they were saying on the Joe Rogan interview, continuing to play. He's like the sole original member left in Megadeth. So he's very selective on which things they do and don't do. I thought that was interesting. Yeah. All right, so let's get back in. I want to hear this incredible riff here. Beautiful. Wow. Okay, I gotta stop. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. I love it. This is the kind of music that makes you just want to go for a run or something. I don't know. Just makes you want to do something physical. Kickboxing or punching something. I don't know. It's very inspiring. I like it. Woo. So this is thrash metal. There's so many subgenres of heavy metal, and I would love to have more of an education on why. You know what I mean? Like what makes it that. So very interesting. Paul is telling me I'd be fine in a Nightwish show. Yay. Okay, they just need to come back over here, right? Or I need to travel to see them, which would be awesome. Yeah, okay. Gregory says, Dave sounds like he's singing through clenched teeth. That's called jaw tension. Wow. Yes. Annie, you're cracking me up. We can come and bring walkers with seats. Hang out in the slightly more mature crowd. I'll bring snacks. That is a good idea. That is a very good idea, Annie. I like how you think. Apostolos, I still can't describe how I feel from the concert. It was an experience, and I cried half of the show. Oh, I love it. I want to do a video on why music elicits emotion. I did this whole podcast with the Wrapped in a Warm Blanket guys, just talking specifically. They only specialize in Angelina Jordan. It's fascinating, but just they delve pretty deeply into the emotion of music and why it elicits literal, feeling, and it's a fascinating rabbit hole to go down. So I really want to explore that more, not with just her music, but just music in general. I think it's the reason why people pay to go to concerts. It's not just you, Apostolos. I'm not singling you out, but I think that a lot of people have trouble accessing their heart, right? And so you get a chance to actually feel something. It's like, this music makes me feel like I just want to like be physical and do something. Well, I didn't feel that way before we started. So it's powerful. It's powerful. And so when you're able to have these experiences, I love that it unlocked that for you, Apostolos. I think that's so cool. Very cool. Wow. Yeah, Annie's saying that Dave Mustaine's voice is interesting, especially in the higher register. Paul is saying Mustaine is Megadeth. Mustaine is Megadeth. Always in total control, often, as is often the case, difficult to deal with. Yes, I did kind of gather that from the interview on Joe Rogan, for sure. Annie says, I do hate war. Any kind, any reason. It's always terrible. I just have to say it. Yeah, indeed. I agree. Sean said, this is why metalheads invented moshing. Oh my gosh, that's another another activity that sounds dangerous, guys, right? I'm putting on my mom hat now. Be careful. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Oh, Amsterdam in December, Alika is saying, the Floor Solo live show, there's limited seating. Limited seating at the venue. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's a great idea. I would love to do that. My husband and I have been talking about how much fun it would be to, and I've said this before, guys, I'm sorry. We're dreaming. We're continuing to dream about doing meetups, in all the places where you guys live. And so, yeah, Amsterdam would be a big one because I have a lot of viewers there. So that would be so fun. That would be amazing, actually. Vimana says, in a musical sense, one of my favorite songs is Bad Omen from 1986. It definitely has a terrifying aspect in the music. There's a really unique bass and guitar riff and an explosive guitar solo. Very cool. Let's see. Senior Citizen John likes the seat idea, Annie and Christy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, here we go. Annie is saying we're programmed to need music, community music, chanting, prayer, stories, dance, beats, rhythms. Our very heartbeats are aligned to it. It's a direct line to our soul and belonging. Oh, well said. Love it. Very good. And Victor says it would take several shows to explain the different genre of rock into metal. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Let's see. Paul says, you and Annie should definitely experience a mosh pit once in your life. Bucket list stuff. Yeah. I have actually been to a concert with a mosh pit. Who was that? I don't even remember now. It was a long time ago. But I've always been very careful. Okay. So, yeah. I watched it from afar, and it was interesting, for sure. Oh my gosh, that is a funny memory. Wow. Yeah, you're learning more about me, guys. You're learning about, my cautiousness at times. Here we go. Let's get back in. Wait, will you mind if I go back? Will you let me go back and get into this little solo cleanly? Here we go. Ooh, I love that. Wow.
Last mistake. Played by the
It's like one guitar feast after the next, like just so much goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm going to get cleanly into that section. Ooh, oh, he's such a good musician. They're all such great musicians. Incredible. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I need to add this to my gym playlist, right? You know? Makes me want to lift heavy things and punch people. After I've already told you that I'm like extremely cautious. Yeah, you guys, you know, I'm all talk. Oh my gosh. Oh, where am I? Let's see. Vimana says, there's music for everything and every human emotion. I can listen to Chiquita by ABBA, for example, thrash metal, Chiquitita. As I said it, it's like, no, that's not right. Chiquitita by ABBA, for example, thrash metal and progressive rock, and enjoy them just as much. I love the variation. Isn't that nice? It's lovely. So good. Apostolos, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. You're the best meeting place for us. You are loved, like you said. Thank you so much. You're such an encouragement to me. I appreciate it. Very good. Yeah, Annie's saying about the mosh pit. I don't want to be Play-Doh'd. Indeed. Yes, definitely. Okay, Paul is saying Marty Friedman's brilliant guitar solo. That was glorious. Fantastic. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. I want to, let's get back in here. I think I ran it back just a little bit so we can get into this next little section. Let's try it. No more mistakes. Whoa, so that's Marty Friedman. Oh, here we go. Ran out of notes. He was so far up on his guitar. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was amazing. Woo. Okay. Yeah. Annie's saying, I can see what was meant by this being two songs woven together. Fascinating transitions. It really is. And wow. I'm so inspired by this music. Literally, I just feel like, I want to come out of my skin. It was so fun. I want to do more like, I try not to like headbang, you know, my version, too much because there's a weird delay. Like when I'm listening, I look like I'm not on the beat, and I just cannot stand that. Okay. Because as a musician, it hurts my soul. So I really try to kind of be a little still, but man, this music just makes me want to move. I love this. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, so good. So good. Oh my goodness. Paul is saying, good to see the band when they were young and buff. Miss Dane looks like my granny these days, and she's been dead for years. How old is he? Let's look here. It won't take long. 1961. Oh, he's 60 September 1961. So yeah, 60. Why am I having trouble with math this morning? 62? What would that be? What would that be, guys? Interesting. Mustaine has released 16 studio albums with Megadeth, sold over 38 million records worldwide, and 6 albums platinum certified, won a Grammy Award for Best Metal Performance in 2017 for the title track of their 15th studio album, Dystopia. Can you imagine? What a life this guy's lived. Incredible. The genres that are listed under him are thrash metal, heavy metal, and speed metal. All right. Very cool. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so wow, interesting. Really an interesting life he's lived. And I really love the idea of them having their backs to each other and playing this really. Now, obviously it's a video, so we're not hearing them live, but I love that you can tell they're good enough musicians, they totally could do this. They don't have to see each other, and it's pretty cool. All right, 62, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for helping me. Still a young lad then, Dopey 12001. Indeed. Oh my gosh. Victor's saying, is this a lead-in for Christi to Dragon Force? I don't even know what that is. Okay, so you'll have to fill me in. All right, let's finish this out here. I think we can do it. Here we go. Whoa. Oh my gosh. That was an experience. Wow. Megadeth. Okay. All right. I think I like this. Like, I want to add this to a playlist where, I don't know. Yeah. My gym playlist or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm super inspired by this on multiple levels. Very, very cool. Oh, Annie's saying, what's the beat for this other than supersonic? I'm out of breath just listening. That's a good question, actually. How many beats per minute are we talking? And that's maybe why it's like, it does get your heart rate up, right? It's that kind of like, cardio. I don't know. What else can you say? Sean Murphy says, I've got the Dystopia album on CD. Great album. And a couple of the tracks are quite prophetic, especially with 2020 and some of the things happening lately. Very interesting. Man, I want to listen to more of these guys. Incredible. Wow. Okay, let's see. Vimana says, just a quick recommendation to those who like thrash metal. Check out the first album by Forbidden from 1988, if you haven't heard it. Very cool. Greggy says, if you like this, you'll love Tornado of Souls. All right. Very good. Very good. Awesome. Wow. This has been enlightening. I just love it. I love being able to discover new things. And I just feel like my mind has been opened to, wow. I am so excited by this today. I want to turn this one on really loud in my house, and then people call the cops. I don't know. I'm in a zany mood today. Okay, I think it's because I admitted that I'm a little bit scared of moshing and headbanging now, especially after listening to Dave Mustaine talking about pretty much his head was hardly attached to his body. Okay. Serious. It's very serious. Very serious. So, oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, but then you listen to this music and it just makes you want to be 16 years old again and just do something crazy. So I like that. I like that it just elicits emotion, right? Just like Apostolos watching Nightwish and crying his eyes out, and just that, yeah, it makes you feel alive. That's what's so cool about it. It's so cool. And we need these things in our lives that help us remember we're human. And it's more than just, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like everything, the technology makes me feel like I'm detached from my aliveness. So I love this. I love it. I feel like it's coming at us from a different time as well, when things were simpler and just more, cut and dry. It wasn't quite, oh my goodness, you just go down this whole technology, AI road, and it's a little scary. It's a little bit scary. So maybe even more scary than moshing. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Anyway, what am I doing? Where am I? I need to wrap this up. I need to stop. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. You make my week. I'm telling you. You are just so precious to me and lovely. Keep finding your voice. Keep making your sound in the world. And never forget how very much you are loved. Bye, guys. Until next time. See you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.